And, you know, the other part of the equation is that we can't do it without you at home. A lot of folks have been sending in photos, especially in the last hour or two, folks with boating interests. We've received a lot of messages from them thanking us for our team coverage and sharing pictures like this. This was the scene in Guilford about an hour ago, courtesy of Jessica. Tim over at Clinton Marina just sent me a photo as well. I didn't have time to get it on, showing the waters coming up in the marina. So if you've got boating interests, obviously you are right now keeping one eye on Fox 61 or fox61.com and one eye on this windstorm now. And it is largely a windstorm. The rain is not much of a concern. Right now we're watching for the flooding with the high tide. The wind will be prolonged well into the night, into tomorrow, and then we'll deal with the other part of this, and that's the bitter cold that comes in as the temperatures plunge very quickly tonight. A flash freeze may lead to some isolated black ice tomorrow morning on the roads as temperatures for the next few days stay below freezing highs, and definitely the lows, the wind chills, even lower than that. We are quickly approaching high tide in New Haven, Bridgeport, 10:35. You know, it doesn't just turn on at 10:35. As you know, it works its way up. So we're already getting reports closer to New Haven, West Haven, Milford, into Bridgeport of accelerated tides about 1.5 to 2.5 feet, in addition to what you normally get at a high tide cycle in mid-December. The winds are the other part of the problem, 13 to 28 miles an hour for the winds gusting up now. Look at Willimantic at 46 miles an hour. This is not going to be leaving us anytime soon. We've already seen peak wind gusts upwards of the upper 50s in Hartford, Meriden, Waterbury, Windsor Locks, all at 50 or better. And as you can see on the wind guidance, in terms of the wind gusts, they do stay high along the shoreline, and that's going to add to the power outages. You do also see it's not just a shoreline issue. The winds stay high pretty much everywhere across the state overnight tonight into tomorrow, which is why at any point, even though it may seem like the brunt of the rain, the wind action, or the rain and the flooding action have subsided, the winds are going to keep going for a little longer than that. All right, now let's talk about the cold, because of all the things, that's going to hang out the longest. And for that, we turn to my colleague, Fox 61 meteorologist Sam Samperi.
That's right, Matt. Thank you. We call it part two of this storm. So we had a little lull with the rainfall, but now we have more bands of showers filling into Connecticut here, and then another lull. So a couple of showers, bands, light to moderate. Could pick up another 1/10, quarter of an inch of rain, maybe a little bit more. But then look out here in eastern Pennsylvania. We're starting to see that rain change over to snow. Let's take a look at the temperature profile across Connecticut right now. Some cooler air trying to move into western Connecticut, but just cooler. It's still in the mid to upper 40s. You get the Hartford 54, Windsor Locks 54. You know, earlier this morning was up near 60, but slowly but surely these temperatures are cooling. And if you think that's cool, look at this. It's now down to 19 degrees in State College, and this colder air moving into Scranton now. And look at 2 Pittsburgh, 5 below in Cincinnati. And all this Arctic air is going to be pushing in our direction later on this afternoon and this evening. So I know a lot of you are out traveling around, doing all kinds of shopping, maybe some Christmas parties and all kinds of festivities. Be careful, because we're going to take all these wet roads and freeze them up fairly quickly where there is standing water. It's not a total flooded Connecticut, but certainly areas in the rural areas, especially along the shoreline. As a result, we also have a wind chill advisory in effect. And we put this into motion, and basically right there around 2, 3 o'clock, that's where we start to get the colder air. We get some rain showers changing over to some snow showers. Not expecting major accumulation out of this, but look at this, by 7, 8 o'clock, we're dropping in the teens. That's the actual temperature. Here's the wind chill hour by hour, and we'll just crank it along till around 6 o'clock. We're already starting to see those wind chills by 9 o'clock, down near 0. And then by tomorrow morning, Christmas Eve morning, it feels like 10 below. 1 below in Chester. Bitterly cold for your Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. This is the wind chill factor, but still, it is going to be fairly chilly out here. Your Fox 61 7-day forecast showing you Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. It's dry, quiet, but very cold. Bundle up, and then we quiet down for next week, guys.